Have you ever noticed that once something happens, everything else seems to follow the same pattern? Kind of like an echo. You know, take for example, bad days always seem to get worse. Badder. Success seems to draw in more success. Why does life echo itself like this? And we've all felt it. If you've ever been late, it's always at that point that all the red lights want to appear. Or when money comes in, for example, for those who like the money talks, somehow money coming in attracts or brings more opportunities to get more money, right? It's always the rich who get richer and the poor who get poorer. Or even in relationships, for example, it's often the ones who already get a lot of attention who tend to attract even more. It's weird, right? And I started noticing this not as luck, but by noticing the pattern behind it. And it's something that I call the echo effect, right? So it's like every event in life tends to echo itself. Whatever exists or whatever seems to exist tends to amplify itself. And I have a metaphor for this. Think with me here. It's kind of like existence is a dot, right? So no motion at all. It's still. And as soon as it starts to have a bit of motion, it starts spiraling like an echo, right? Or like a spiral. And the more it turns, so after every echo, the wider and bigger it gets. So after every event occurs, it's like it brings about a lot more of that same event. And that concept gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it just creates a cycle. And we can also notice this in learning. For example, take the a subject that you're trying to learn. The more you are in the subject, and so essentially the more the subject is in your mind and you learn about it, the bigger and bigger, in this case, space it takes in your mind. And that's how you finally get to mastery of something once the cycle fully connects, you know? It's weird. And so by understanding this, we kind of realize that nothing is created out of nothing. And so maybe the future that we live or the future that's coming is just an echo of what we've already created. What do you think?